everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Today I will be talking about things that you need to avoid in order to maintain your long hair or in order to grow long hair. So, if you're new here, first of all, my name is Pamela Jacobs. I make videos here for with butters and oils, with butters, hair care butters, skincare butters, and this is for you to know different new recipes that you can try for your own handmade business. So I own Oslove Organics, where I sell several variety of natural butters and carrier oils. So obviously I extend my reach into natural hair because I have natural hair, and I have watched several videos on YouTube where I've learned a lot about hair care, and today I'll be sharing my own experience. So I have been 15 years natural, so I cut my hair off the first time in 2010, and I cut my hair off again 2018. So I've definitely still been in the business of natural hair. So there's some things in my 15 years experience that I would like to share today. And if you're somebody that has had setbacks with your hair journey and you just looking to start new or you're just starting over, then definitely stay tuned and watch this video. And I'm sure you will get a thing or two from it for your hair care journey and your natural hair goals. So basically, these are things you need to say no to in order to maintain your long hair or to grow long hair or to be successful in your natural hair journey. And the first one is say no to tight styles. So I noticed in my experience that it doesn't even need to be too tight. So sometimes I've seen really extreme videos on here and pictures where literally there's blood coming out of some people's edges and like some styles are way too tight. That one is a no-brainer. Like, please, why are you doing this to yourself again? Just because you want to keep your braids, or I don't know how much you pay for the braids or whatever. It's not worth it, in my opinion, to maintain these very extreme tight styles. But then I even noticed that sometimes you can even do it to yourself. That's what I've found. Like you can actually do make your twist just because you want it to last longer. You might just hold it a bit firm. That's not even that's detrimental as well, and that's been my experience. So sometimes I like just put my hair away. I think when I was pregnant my third child, I put my hair away for a while, and it was just in the end I started having wider parts because of it. So it doesn't even need to be too tight in order to cause problems. And I've noticed on here people that have really long hair and have really healthy scalp and things like that, they do not even like they make their twist to start almost like after a quarter of their hair. Like really they just extend the hair and then they start to twist really far apart. So you don't want to even make it firm at all. Just give your scalp a really nice room to breathe. And that definitely goes a long way to make sure that you maintain your hair and avoid thinning in your crown or your edges or wherever. You don't want to make your styles firm, not even tight. I'm talking about just firm. You need to really be very loose. Like it may not look that cute, but it's definitely saving your edges and definitely helping you to avoid thin hair down the road. So number two is being a product junkie. So this is all what we started with. Like in 2010, there was a lot of products, and there was this really big movement of natural hair. Everyone wanted to have natural hair, and all these companies coming up with different products to try. And you will find people filling up their cabinets with like literally 20 products, different products. And like people say, oh well, I'm a product junkie, it's better than being like an alcoholic or a drug junkie or whatever. But it's not really good for your hair, because you would not like people that have maintained good long hair over time. They found that they respond well to some products and they just stick to it. You don't have to try several products at once. So you can also try one at a time. You try it, it doesn't work, and then maybe you finish it, or I don't know, like you don't have to keep buying several products because one, you may not even know what's working and what's not working. Also, sometimes people actually have reactions to these products and they don't know how to track it, and they just find themselves like rinsing and repeating for like months and months, and before you know it, your roots are damaged because you have an allergy to one product or the other. You can't track it because you have several products. You don't know what happened. You don't know which is which, like what's responsible for what. You can tell. So it's best you maintain a few products, and that way you can track what's working and what's not working. And if you have an allergic reaction to an ingredient in a product, then you can easily identify it or pinpoint what exactly the culprit is. So being a product junkie really doesn't help anyone. It just reduces your pocket. Like it rips you off of your money and then rips you off of your natural hair and rips you off of your scalp health and all of that. So it's good to maintain a few products just so you know what your hair reacts to best and what's working and what's not working. This is very, very important because down the road people always find out, okay, this happened, but then they can't track what product did it, and you keep doing the same thing over and over again. And what I've noticed with hair care is that down the road, before you realize what's happening, a lot has already happened, and some of it is irreversible because when you have follicle damage, you cannot really get it back without maybe hair transplant, which is really drastic, or something along those lines. So you want to definitely avoid being a product junkie. Number three is avoiding hair abusers. Yes, I'm telling you, they're out there. Like I have seen a lot in my days, like when I used to go to hairdressers. Right now I do my own hair. It doesn't matter. Like I rock my own hair style that is done by my own self. I don't go anywhere to have people do my hair angrily, or like I've heard some people on here actually say that these people have negative impacts on your hair. Like like people, your hair is really important, and your hair is part of you, and if you have somebody speaking bad towards your hair on your own head, it's not really good. I'm not saying you should be afraid of those kinds of things. I mean, if you're a Christian, it doesn't matter what people say, God is protecting you, but still you want to avoid people that are hair abusers, or when they see your hair, it's like, oh, this hair is just too thick. Oh, this is how am I even gonna where am I gonna start? And they just want to blow dry the thing like roughly, and they're like, oh, this is just and then all through while they're doing your hair, they keep complaining, and just you want to avoid those people at all costs. Like, just walk away. Obviously, when we were younger, you could just sit it out and say, okay, well, the hair looks nice, they're good, but then you don't like their behavior, or they're just talking bad about your hair and saying it's too thick, it's too that. Like, you wait it up. But now I don't even go to anybody because yeah, they've damaged my hair over the years, so I don't go. But my advice to you is don't go to people that abuse your hair, that abuse you. Like sometimes they will be saying crazy stuff about you and you don't even know. Like they would, for example, if they speak a different language than you, they might just continue speaking in your language, and you may not know what they're saying, but they're not saying good stuff. So you want to avoid those people at all costs because you're just sitting there, maybe reading a book or checking your phone. You don't know what they're doing. They're probably twisting up things that shouldn't be twisting, or ripping out your hair, and they are angry doing it because they feel your hair is too thick, it's too manageable. Say no to product abusers. I mean, to hair abusers. You don't want that kind of stuff around you. Avoid it at all costs. Do not even be patient with it for a second. And the next one is texture coffers. That's what I call them. Like they feel like, oh yeah, your hair's so thick. If maybe you can relax it, or maybe you can straighten it, or do this. They start giving you advice that you don't need because they feel you don't know your own hair. Like nobody knows your own hair as much as you. I know some people just wear wigs all the time, or they don't know how to work with their hair. Maybe you could use some of those people's advice, but if you're somebody that already knows your hair, you use DIY ingredients to care for your hair, and you just have people trying to advise you, trying to tell you how to change your hair to be more manageable, or to avoid that. Just walk away from that. Do not even give them the time of day, because in the end they damage your hair. And I've had that experience where somebody kept complaining, "Oh, your hair's still fake. Oh, this is why didn't you do this?" And yeah, I let her blow dry my hair, and my hair never remained the same. I had to cut it in 2018, so it's not worth it. My advice is say no to these four things in order to keep your hair, in order to be successful in your hair journey, and yeah, in order to just grow what God has given you and be happy with it. I hope you found these videos useful, and if you have any other tips on what you have experienced or any other advice that you would like to share, definitely leave that in the comment section. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.